the past like 2 episodes, I done that, and it maxes out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like barely noticeable. Welcome to Mr. Whiskers, the podcast, episode 9. My gosh,
we're not even in the big leagues yet.
No, not even. We're almost episode 10. We need to plan something special for episode 10.
Yeah.
What was that watermelon? Celsius? Good?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Let's try here.
Quite delish.
Let's get a ASMR. Oh yeah.
That's nice.
Whoa! That's good. That's better than that damn grape, I can tell you that. Jesus.
I'm not gonna lie.
Anyway.
I like it.
It's good. How was everybody's week? You could just say it right now and
we're here. We will hear you.
We'll do the good old, like Dora the Explorer thing. So, how was everybody's week? That's great.
That's great. That was my favorite part.
Someone says I really had a bad week, and
we're like, "That's wonderful.
That's wonderful." Where's the blanket? It's right behind you. No. So there was some interesting news Tuesday.
Was there now?
Yeah. So let me get it pulled up on my cellular device.
All right.
Oh God.
Your mobile phone.
My mobile phone,
as they say in places.
What? So basically, the National Park Service posted something on Twitter on Tuesday.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And so like this is what I want to kind of carry it off into. When there's like like on the back of like a spray bottle, like canola oil, they're like, don't spray in mouth, don't spray in eyes, kind of thing. So they have to put that there because someone did it and they try to sue them. So basically, National Park Service posted on Twitter on Tuesday. They said, let's see here. When spring arrives and the snow melts, many bears become more active. Find bear safety tips at, and they left a document, kind of thing. So seeing a bear in the wild is a special treat for any visitor to a national park. While it is an exciting moment, it is important to remember that bears in national parks are wild and can be dangerous.
Sure.
And then they followed up with, if you come across a bear,
oh Lord,
never push a slower friend down, even if you feel the relationship has run its course. And Mr. Doug Jones commented, he said, what if you're the slower friend? And they replied, National Park Service replied, check in on your friendship before you head to the woods.
Now that is some solid advice.
Yes, it is the most solid advice I've ever seen. But yeah, no, they just straight up don't push your slower friend down.
And if they do push you down, you're the slower friend. You
check in on your friendship before you go to the national forest,
right? Because
national park.
Your friendship is on ice,
which is really funny because, like I was saying, it's just like, oh, don't spray in your eyes, don't spray in your mouth, kind of thing.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened for them to say that?
Right.
Like, how many people gets pushed? Like the slower friend gets pushed down,
right?
Because there was a bear chasing after him.
Well, they go
like how shitty that sounds.
That is pretty shitty. But that brings me to how people are like, oh, we were hiking and so did meet us at such and such place because they wanted to hang back. You know those stories where they go missing?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's kind of a mixing of all this. Like, if your friend is slower than you, one, don't leave him behind, and two, don't push him down when a bear comes around, kind of thing. Because it's like so many times you hear the story.
Stay in group.
Yeah, stay in groups together. Don't have, like, your friend Emily, like, 2 miles behind you. And she's like, oh, she'll catch up. No,
she never will.
No, she's not going to catch up.
Because you got that oogity boogity demon shit up in national parks. But that's for a Halloween episode.
Right.
We're going to tell a bunch of scary stories for a Halloween episode. What do you think about that?
I think that would be fun.
That would be fun.
That would be fun.
Imagine our commentary.
It's going to give me goosebumps all the time I'm reading. I'm like, oh, I don't want to read it anymore.
We should do it in a graveyard.
How about no?
I'm just joking.
Even though
all right,
you shouldn't be afraid of graveyards. It's the people outside the graveyards you'd be afraid of. But some really weird crap happens in graveyards.
Yeah. Actually, they did come out and say there's like why they put fences around graveyards.
Why?
Because people are dying to get in.
They have a bouncer. You come in, they're like, yeah, I'd like to come in. That dress was
not on the list.
like last season. Get out of my face. What?
I can't be buried here. No, but like, what do you think of that? What do you think of the National Park Service saying that?
I find it's
just
very funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I mean, I know they probably did it as a joke kind of thing, but it's just like
there's some truth behind
the
it.
realism of how many times this happens.
Right. Do they see this like every season?
I feel like they do.
I feel like they do. For them to say something, it's like, remember now.
Check on your friendship before you go into the woods.
Because they had those, last season, two broskies went hiking, and the other one was like being a douche all year, but it's like, you know what? I'm going to try to rekindle my friendship with this bro. And they seen a bear, and Slow Bro was all like, oh, bear, look, and doing all weird stuff. And the guy's like, you know what? I'm fast. I'm going to push you, and I'm going to run off. And then when they got to the ranger's office, they were like, what happened? Well, this douche was acting like a jackhoe.
A jackhoe?
So I pushed him so the bear could get him so I wouldn't get eaten. And they're like, you know what? We got to put a PSA on this.
So, yeah, I really feel like there was like that type of instance.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, it's just like, four people go in and 3 people come out and they're like, where's your friend? Because you got to check in, check out.
Right, right.
It's like, where's your friend? And they're like,
he wouldn't hang back. He wouldn't hang 10.
Yeah. There was a bear. He's like, did you push your slow friend down? They're like, yeah. He's like, okay, well, 1, that's murder.
Yeah. 2.
National pork.
Oink, oink.
National park people, like the officers and like, the fire watches and all that stuff kind of like scare me.
Yeah.
Because they're like game wardens.
Yeah.
They're like very intense.
Yeah.
It's just like, what are you doing? Protecting the woods?
That's what they're doing.
What are you doing? What are you doing there, Smokey the Bandit? What, you gonna stomp on my face if I'm smoking a cigarette?
Yeah,
in a dry brush pile?
They probably would. They probably would step on your face if you're smoking a cigarette in a dry area.
Yeah.
On a windy day.
Holding a
canister
of gasoline. And I have a firecracker belt wrapped around my waist. What are you doing? What are you going to do about it, Smokey the Bandit?
Singing the song we built this city.
We built this city. We built this city on cock and balls. We built this. Like, he's like, I don't think that's so. Shut up, Smokey.
I don't know why I said we built these things. I was thinking about that one that Billy Joe with the fire. Okay. How did that song go?
This girl is on fire.
No, not Alicia Keys. I was thinking Billy Joe. If anybody knows, leave them a message.
Billy Joe fire. Send it to.
It's something about fire. Because I remember the music video. He's playing the piano. Everything's on fire.
Oh, God. I've never seen that. I've never seen that music video.
I think it's Billy Joe.
Oh, my God. Actually, I can't because there'll be copyright on YouTube.
Right,
so
yeah. So.
Dang it. Yeah, if you figure it out, send it to Mr. Whiskers the podcast at gmail.com, and I will say that again a lot slower. Mr. Whisker the podcast at gmail.com. Gmail.com.
Don't confuse people.
.com Gmail.
Whatever.
Anyway.
That's probably why we haven't gotten any.
Yeah, but I thought that was really because they keep sending it to Hotmail. Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny though.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
You know?
That's the part that they would make, like,
they would make
factual,
that announcement,
but being funny at too.
Mm-hmm. Oh gosh. So I know, like, we've talked about, like, our childhood and, like, a few episodes. People love that one and all that.
Yeah.
But I would like to talk about something that I realized a couple of days ago. It was like Wednesday or Thursday, or no, not Thursday. I think it was around Wednesday to Tuesday. Mm-hmm. I don't know. You remember watching the X-Men, the cartoon?
Oh yeah, I used to love watching X-Men cartoon.
So I was like watching stuff about it and everything, because I used to watch it as well, because it was kind of like a nostalgia thing. Yeah. I'm just like, I'm gonna watch an episode. Yeah. Right. So I watched the episode where Apocalypse, like the bad guy, fights Logan, Wolverine. Yeah. Right. And there was a scene where Rogue was fighting Apocalypse, and if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'll post something. I probably not.
Just look it up.
Yeah, just look it up. But he like hits Rogue, and she flies back and falls on the ground. And so as a kid, you wouldn't have noticed. But since I'm an adult now, I'm like, oh my God. Rogue was thick.
Lord Jesus.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know.
I had the video pulled up here.
I know the how she looked physique wise. She had a bodysuit on with a jacket. I always thought she was cool with her skunk hair.
Yeah, the skunk hair was pretty damn cool.
Yeah, she was so much cooler than the one they put in the movie. Just want to say, no offense. Just want to say.
Yeah. I mean, there was a comment on this video that said, rest in peace to anybody that went raw.
Oh my God.
I was like, wow, okay. All right, watch this.
Okay.
Corrupted by those who want peace. You can't oppose me. You're corrupt. But who the other? You must be
She got some cake.
terminated.
The professor was right. You are crazy.
Rogue got some cake in that
Rogue
show.
was thicker than a Snicker.
But Storm had a nice figure too in that show.
Yeah, she
too.
did. But you know,
my problem with Storm, and that's now that I'm grown up.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I just thought she was orange.
Yeah.
But I feel like they could have got her complexion a little bit more correct.
Yeah.
Because she was
no, the Storm in like the live action was like perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Halle Berry did really good as Storm. That has always been my fantasy to be Storm for Halloween, as always, because I love Storm. Storm was my favorite. I loved her white hair and how she flew and she made things. I think that's why I was such an emotional kid. I think that's like why I was such an emotional kid, because I wanted to be Storm. I was like, if I'm mad, it's raining and thundering and lightning. It's crazy, kind of thing. But I love Storm. Storm is my favorite character.
Yeah.
So,
but it's just like I was watching that. I'm like, I gotta look other stuff about that. Yeah. Like what did I miss as a kid?
I obviously missed a whole lot, because they were talking about how when they made the show, it was about like equality kind of. It's like,
I don't see that.
Yeah, but they went through this whole thing when they were showing different episodes. I was like, dang, this thing is deeper than what I thought. What about gargoyles? What secrets were they hiding in that cave? I want to know. I gotta know now.
They were hiding a whole bunch of artifacts that we're still trying to hunt down.
Yeah, they had all ancient That's where National Treasure came from.
Oh my God. Nicolas Cage, you know where to go. He's like, I'm going to go steal the tomb of her. I don't fucking know. I don't know any artifacts. The Taj Mahal, you want to steal that, Drew? Get your Despicable Me's on there. But yeah, no, I started looking up other stuff about it. And holy crap. Mm-hmm. There's like every time, I think it was Storm. Every time she would get hit, it would sound like a woman's intimate moan.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like,
that's all right.
Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Storm, keep your britches on.
Someone's touching her no spots.
But it's just like but like Rogue was like so like had so many sexual innuendos.
Oh yeah.
And stuff. So like she was like given Vision or that guy where those Cyclops.
Yeah.
She was giving him like CPR or something like that, and she's like, you know how to make a woman feel or something like that. I'm just like, whoa, hold on. What are you talking about?
You guys need a script. This is too ad-lib.
And then there was a scene where she was like at this guy's office and she was like, said something and she sat on his desk. And
oh, Lord.
And he's just like, well, you know, I have all the time for you. And she takes her glove off and sets her hand down on the desk. And he's like, oh, you know, I got all the time for you. And he touches her hand and says, woo, 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 woo. He's like, I would love to see the behind the scenes of like the voiceover artist doing that. He's like, well, I got all the time. He said,
oh my God.
Oh my God.
That is so funny.
No, but I'm just like, what other stuff did we miss?
Yeah.
You know, like, because I know, like, the kids watch loads of cartoons.
Loads of cartoons, yeah.
But it's just like, as a kid, you don't see that stuff. But as an adult,
you see all of that.
What other stuff have you seen that we watched as kids? Like Toy Story, for instance.
Yeah. I think if I went back and watched Rocco Modern's Life or Ren and Stimpy, I would be like,
oh, Ren and Stimpy.
Why was I watching this? Why was I watching this as a kid?
Ren and Stimpy that's what I'm saying. So I always check what the kids are watching.
Yeah.
I don't really want them to watch Ren and Stimpy.
But the thing is, they wouldn't know what they were watching when they were watching it. And that's
like Ren and Stimpy, like those two rats.
Yeah, rat looking things.
There was this one where he was like Stimpy's the fat one. Right?
Yeah.
He has like a log of wood on his back. And then Rim has like a saw like tied or like glued to like where his no region is.
Oh God.
And he was like, oh, please. And he's like,
oh my God.
I was just like,
I hope you take that out. I hope you take that out.
No, I'm not. People have to know. The people have to know. When we were kids, cartoons were fucked up.
Yes. Okay, let's just say mid late 90s, 2000.
Yeah.
Cartoons were kind of messed up. Mm-hmm. They weren't kosher.
I mean, look at what kids watch nowadays.
Yeah.
It's all rizzed.
I think you used the wrong concept.
But I'm gonna keep it.
You gotta
all the kids' cartoons nowadays are rizzed. I mean, look at SpongeBob. Like we watched SpongeBob the movie, like the superhero one.
Yeah,
has been to watch it. But like, I don't know, like cartoons when we were kids were not good. I mean, they were like so good, but it was just like so many. It was made by adults, of course.
Oh yeah, well, everything's made by adults, obviously.
But I meant like, you know what I'm saying.
But the thing is, not a very many. How do they know grown-ups are going to be watching it too?
True.
That's the thing. That's what makes me laugh.
Yeah,
it's because how do you know adult is going to tune into this to make the humor so adult-like?
Yeah,
when it's basically just for kids.
See, and that's the other thing is I do enjoy watching cartoons with the kids, especially like on Saturdays where they have like the 3-hour marathon of like old cartoons that I used to watch.
Yeah.
But it's just like I like Cocomelon and Bluey, and it's just like there's nothing good here.
Or Beluga or whatever whatever the thing is called.
Shark Dog.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I do love some. Damn. So I got to be checked here for a second. I do love me some Work It Out Wombats though.
I'm not liking it.
I've only watched like 2 episodes. So.
Well, what I've seen of it, I'm not really liking the PBS lineup lately. It's kind of lacking.
PBS is kind of sucking an egg.
Yeah, they used to really have good ones on there, but now everything's like, it's no real meaning behind the shows.
No,
like they really don't tell a story. It's just basically the character has a catchphrase or has a certain thing that they do every time something pops up, and they want the kids to feed off of that.
Yeah.
Like that one show where the girl, like, where she has a problem and she feels frustrated. She's like, I need to de-stress. And she lays down. And she's all like, turn this way, turn that way. And it's like, I get it. Teaching the kids how to de-stress themselves.
Yeah, I do like that about these cartoons.
But I want them to enjoy watching a show and get a message from it too.
Yeah. Our message was with like Tom and Jerry or Rem and Stimpy or
well, those aren't educational. Like PBS is for educational purposes.
I know. But I'm just saying, it's like somebody pisses you off, work it out with violence.
This is true.
Tom and Jerry.
But he had to pick that one person who's going to beat your butt back.
Yeah. Nobody.
I don't know. I'm really not a confrontation kind of person. So
nor am I. So I
used to beat up on my sisters all the time.
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, rephrase. They beat up on me. But I did hold my own because I was bigger than them. So.
You just see your tiny little self running after me.
I was a very stout little girl. I was born being able to lift 200 pounds.
She was born riding a bull.
Yeah, I was.
Just a little side note here. Do you want to talk about your niece's achievement? Because I know she listens to this.
Yeah, she does listen to this.
And, just gotta be like, hey, good job, dude.
I'm very proud of her. She's doing...
Talk about it.
She's doing great things out there. She is going to be speaking at a conference. Like, she's going to be public speaking to, like at a university.
What?
And all that stuff. And it's like, that's a big thing.
And it's about... What was it about?
Huh?
It's about Black mental health.
Yes, Black mental health.
I love that. That's a topic that's not touched whatsoever.
Not really, not much, because I don't want to make it super racial on here because that's not what I'm about.
No, let's make it racial.
But I will say this, that all of us matter. I'm not saying the saying.
I'll say it.
All of us matter, but you got to understand there's differences in life. You know?
Yeah.
Black people are raised differently than other races,
Yeah.
And
so are white people and Asian. And
everybody's
Hispanic.
raised differently. I mean, yes, a lot of people say, oh, parenting's parenting. No, parenting is not parenting because everybody does parenting different.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of follows into school behavior, and school mannerisms and stuff like that, and how education doesn't take time to understand the differences in home life and mental. That can really mess with your mental when you're in school, knowing that I like, take for instance my kids. They have a working mother.
Yeah.
I work second shift. I do stuff like that. So I'm not able to do some stuff with them at home through the week.
Yeah, of course.
Everything has to fall on the weekend with them.
And plus you work second shift as well.
So why someone else in class who has a different life, their mother's home all the time or father's home all the time and all that stuff, therefore they can get that interaction to do things that needs to be done through the week, they have to wait till the weekend, you know? And that can mess with the mental health because they can go in and did you do such a thing? Well, no, I wasn't able to do because my mom's not there, you know?
Yeah.
So they get behind because they're not able to do what everybody else is doing because they're a step behind because they have to wait for the weekend. You know, it's like just still mess with the psyche kind of thing. And,
for real.
And I'm not saying that black moms are the only moms that work. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's kind of like an example.
Black moms are the hottest.
I'm using an example of what the paper possibly is about because I have not personally read it, and I know I'm just.
I would love to read it.
There's differences in everybody's life and everything. Hers might be a whole different.
We should totally get her on this podcast.
We should get her on,
and then
the
she could talk about it.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I think she like that.
Maybe in a month or so or something like that. Just after she talks about it.
Yeah.
You know, does the thing. And we can go up there, take her to the hotel and just do a podcast. And she could talk about what happened. Right. Be a special episode, you know.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, but good job. Like,
good job. I'm really proud of her.
Regina's like so proud of you. I'm proud of you. And that's a topic that a lot of people don't touch.
Right.
And that's awesome that you're doing something. And the children's book, that's fucking awesome. You know, it's amazing. Just confidentiality. I'm not going to say her name.
Gotcha.
You know? But yeah. But the last topic, we got a few minutes left.
Yeah. You got a last
The results are in.
Oh, what results?
If we should break up or not.
Oh.
I'm going to read them anyway.
Okay. What?
2 people said yes.
I wonder who those were.
That was me and you.
That's true.
3 people said no.
Strong no.
Strong no. Mm-hmm. And then 3 people said flash your butthole for Mardi Gras beads.
I don't know if I'm down with that though.
I will.
Okay, if you're gonna do it, I will.
If that TikTok, if that big blue Mardi Gras beads,
yeah,
I would totally do it.
You would?
Well, look at this monkey tail. And then the winner of if we should break up or not is
the raspberry.
God.
Jeez Louise.
Yep. So
more raspberries.
So what does raspberry mean to our relationship?
I feel like you do it enough. I feel like
I got the kids doing it now.
Yeah, you do got the kids doing it.
But the yes is 16%.
Yeah.
Out of all the voters and everything. So
that means we're doing that one. I'm joking.
Only our opinion matters. It's either we flash your butthole for Mardi Gras beads or yes.
Since you already said you're going to flash your butthole, I guess we should go with that one.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's go to Mardi Gras this weekend.
The flash of buttholes.
Yeah.
Butthole flashing.
Let's do a podcast at Mardi Gras.
Yeah. For sure. So it's like,
that would be horrible.
We'll just be describing all the
both
floats.
of us. Yeah, both of us would just be like total anxiety. Somebody like, what are you doing? Fuck off, George!
I don't know. I feel like being a short person, Mardi Gras would be sucky for me.
For a tall person, it is too.
How would it be sucky for a tall person?
Well, I've been to Mardi Gras.
Well, you can see everything.
Not really.
Really?
No, you can't. The only thing you see is just a bunch of top of people's heads. You know?
I wouldn't be able to see the floats and stuff.
Well, at least you can walk through people's legs.
This is true. Why am I slurring my words? I don't know. I have a speech impediment.
This Celsius is kind of numbing my tongue for a second.
It's kind of making my brain foggy. I don't know why. And probably because I took a Benadryl last night.
Yeah, more than likely. You and Benadryl, I'm surprised you're not passed out right now.
You know, I was really surprised that I woke up on time after taking the Benadryl because that doesn't happen all the time. But I did take a children's Benadryl, so I guess that was a key.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Sucks having affected skin. Well, sensitive skin. It's not affected. I don't have like sores on my face or anything like that.
No.
I just have...
There's no fungus among us.
I have mild... I wouldn't say mild. I think I have intensity sensitive skin because something at work is making me break out. Maybe it's my work. Maybe my work is breaking me out.
So I was thinking about what because the fiberglass and all that.
Yeah.
I was thinking about what to call this episode. I was thinking
Random.
about showing my butthole to Marty. Showing my butthole to Rogue because she's thick. No,
That's
too
a
long.
really long, title. There.
Rogue's thick. Butthole Mardi Gras be children's book.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
We'll figure it out. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we jump off of here? It's 30
I was
minutes.
wanting to talk about that Michael B. Jordan thing.
Well, okay, yeah, I didn't read into any of that really. So what happened?
Okay, so I guess I got the full story now. The lady who interviewed him on the red carpet for Creed or whatever, is that what it's called? Creed 3?
Yeah, Creed 3.
But she used to go to school with him, and she was on a podcast before she interviewed him, which is like a bad idea. Anyway, she was on a podcast talking about how they used to call him corny in school because his name was Michael Jordan. He can't help his name, but his name was Michael Jordan. They made fun of him because of that, and that he used to carry around headshots. Well, he did. He was an actor.
What's a headshot? Headshot. Yeah,
like headshot for being an actor.
Well, look at her. She's interviewing him.
Yeah.
And he has like billions of dollars.
But the thing is, I found out that he was actually an actor while he was in high school.
Really?
So, hence, headshots.
Oh.
So, but she was interviewing him on the red carpet. He's like, oh yeah, the corny one. That's what he said to her. So, but people were all like, oh, he didn't need to be that rude.
No. Yeah, no, he had every fucking right to be.
Yeah, I feel like, keep your mouth shut, Keep your mouth shut. How about this? If you know you were mean to somebody back in the day, you don't interview them on the red carpet. And
good for him, for one.
Right.
Because, he's look at her. She's, interviewing people.
Right.
Oh, I got the best life. He has, billions of dollars.
She was a Black Panther.
Yeah.
The first.
What have you been in?
What?
I can't say that one on the podcast, but I will. Somebody turned up their volume. What is he saying?
What did he say?
Oh, you rat.
But,
Sorry.
But my thing is this. It's delusional. I feel like people, one guy put it the best, where he says your highest was probably in high school. Your peak, peak personality was in high school.
I hope not.
People who make fun of other people, their peak was in high school. That's why they were mean to everybody, And my thing is you thought you were so popular in school that you probably thought it was a privilege that you were even interviewing him. That was probably her mindset.
Yeah. But she was talking shit on him on the podcast?
Yeah, because she used to talk shit on him in school. You're still talking shit on him.
Congratulations, your life sucks ass.
Right, you're going to be enough to talk shit on him at school and still talk shit on him when you're not in school? Know your place.
For one, you should never make fun of somebody's name.
Right.
Because, it's the easiest jab, but it's just it's not his fault.
That his parents named him that.
Yeah. It's literally, he didn't come out and it's I don't want to be Michael Jordan.
Right.
No. But it's just dude, don't make fun of people's names.
Right.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Really. Just be a good person.
Be a good person. That's in school. People when I used to make fun of me for the weirdest things. People I was friends with, they mostly made fun of me for. Yeah. Because I went to, all white school. I was one of all. I was just one. Literally, there was a time I was the only Black person at school.
You were the black bean in the rice.
Yeah, I was just the only one. No Black teachers, no nothing. I was just me. And they never made fun of me per se.
No.
But they would always make fun of my friends and all that stuff. And I would have to be the one to be look
here, brother.
Back it up. The principal knows my sister, so obviously I'm good with the principal.
Yeah.
I have no qualms with turning people in.
The middle sister or the oldest sister?
Yeah.
Which one?
Both of them.
Both of them. Okay.
Both of them was in middle school when I was in elementary and all that stuff. So I'm like, I will walk right to the principal's office and be like, so and so's making fun of so and so. I don't care. And he'd be like,
they're fired.
This kind of thing. But it's like people at school need to understand that you still got many, many years after school.
Yeah.
So tone it down a notch. 6 notches. Okay? Because when we graduate, you might not remember, but that person you were rude to all the time will remember.
I stayed in touch with one person.
I didn't stay
after
in touch
high
with
school.
anybody from
And
high school.
that was my best friend since kindergarten.
Yeah.
Kindergarten.
Yeah.
So.
And lots of people are lucky like that. I find people who stay in touch with people from high school or school, elementary, whatever, are lucky. Because I don't stay in touch. I didn't stay in touch with anybody from school.
Yeah.
Anybody. Well, one I can't find. My best friends.
I've tried to find her. I think we're gonna have to hire a PI or something.
If I ever find her again, best believe I'll be cussing her out for staying not in touch for this long. But I miss her immensely, and if I knew where she was, I probably would still be talking to her today.
If you're listening to this, email us at mrwhiskers@gmail.com. The podcast at gmail.com. Sorry. So you good? We good?
I don't know.
Ready to bounce off?
Well, you're going to cut a lot of this out.
No. No,
Yeah.
not at all.
Yeah.
No. Everybody still heard you. It's right there. She said, I did it out. I got it out.
Yeah, I want you to, though.
Babe, people love to hear your voice.
I went on a rant.
Oh, phooey.
It was the cellulose.
All right. Cellulose. I think every cellulose gives us a different personality.
Right.
Like this one is kind of like, it got me hyped for a second, then mellowed me out.
Yeah.
So, all right. Thank you for listening to
Mr. Whiskers, the podcast.
At gmail.com. Yeah.
I don't think this was a good one.
No, it was a fantastic one. It was really good. We talked about Rouges thick ass and showing her butthole from Mardi Gras.
Do you want that? Do you want a cartoon butt? Because I'd be happy to let you have
Absolutely
that. I
not.
guess we're breaking up.
I guess
yes wins.
Okay, well, this is our last podcast.